Hi guys. So I am in my new car. Like I said, I was getting a new car. I am so out of breath. It'll be 30 weeks on Wednesday, but you guys will see this a little after. But I wanted to give you guys like a Avi. I'm so out of breath. I'm so tired. First of all, I'm going to school. Let me start right there. I'm going to school. This is the last like 2 weeks of school, so I was like, I have to go. I missed the last 3 weeks because I just didn't go the week before Thanksgiving because that third trimester was coming in hot. And then Thanksgiving week I didn't go, obviously, because it was Thanksgiving. And then last week I went one day to the class I'm about to go to now, and then I didn't go to any of the other classes. But today the grade, like participation is graded today, so I'm definitely going to that because I cannot afford a 0. I put on the KT tape, the suggested KT tape, or the any tape that will hold your belly up, because I don't have a belly like band yet. And guys, it's just making me more out of breath, honestly. I think I'm gonna take it off. I kind of wanted to get to school early because I do have a presentation on Wednesday. Today is Monday, and I have a presentation on Wednesday, and I just haven't started yet. Like, I have like my resources and stuff, but I haven't actually done like the PowerPoints and all that stuff. But right now, your girl is just out of breath. I got my water, my handy dandy Stanley. Oh. But a little, I guess, checkup. For one, I have my car. It's exciting. It smells new. I got black, regular, just black cloth seats. It is white on the outside. But yeah, basically, it's just a basic Honda CR-V. I didn't get anything like state of the art or fancy. Like my Honda Civic that I had was like the top end one. I had like the touring whatever, and had every little gadget and gizmo that you could think of that a Honda offers for the Civic. I did pay top dollar for it, but I did trade it in, obviously, because I just wanted a mom car, and I was like, I don't need all of those handy dandy gadgets. But yeah, so I just bought basically the cheapest version of the CR-V.
Hello, woman of Starbucks. Get started for you today.
Hi, can I get a grande iced chai, and can I get the salted caramel cream cold foam on top?
A grande iced chai and get the salted caramel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. See you up there. Thank you.
Thank you. I would get the sugar cookie, but they charge you like $1 just for the sprinkles. And guys, I'm not joking. I brought my own sprinkles. Also, I prefer the salted caramel cream. I don't even know if I ordered it correctly. Where is it? I just like the look of it. I just think it's so cute and Christmassy. But anyways, yeah, so I got the basic line of the CR-V, which I'm happy with. I love it. It's big. It's nice. I sit up now. Being pregnant and sitting so low in a car, it was miserable. Also, I just didn't want to put a baby down, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I am blessed, I will say, to have the means to be able to just switch out my car when I find out I'm pregnant. Like, I'm not dissing that. But let's get into the second trimester update. If I don't lose my breath, I'll probably take breaks in telling you guys, because when I tell you this baby is sitting on my lung, I cannot breathe. Second trimester, I'm trying to remember back to my first. So there was I don't want to say a drastic difference, but there was a drastic difference in my first. If you guys watch my first trimester video, I'll link it down below or on the screen, whatever. But basically, just to catch up, I had nausea. I never threw up, and then I would sleep a lot. My boobs were aching, just like normal, like kind of like you feel like you're on your period kind of thing. Oh, I kind of have to pay for my food. Trimester. So my first was basically what my first was. I told you guys that like it was just, you know, the normal nausea, achy breast, that kind of thing, very sleepy. Second trimester, it literally was a breeze. Like, I can't even like Not a single day of nausea, not a single day of breast pain, not a single day of really anything. The only thing I will say, like, I stopped napping. I had so much energy. Like, it was great. And I think it played out well. As you guys know, my pregnancy wasn't planned, but it played out well considering I was still in school, or am still in school. My last day of school is in 2 weeks. And that scared me. My second trimester just played out well because that was like most of my last semester of school. So I was like, okay, thank God, like, that's how that happened. So yeah, I had so much energy. I just felt like normal, you know, without, like, obviously I knew I was pregnant. You could feel pregnant and the baby growing and starting to kick and all that stuff. But like symptom wise, I didn't really have any. Towards the end, which was like 2 weeks ago or last week, I don't remember. 2 weeks ago, I ended up almost fainting in my apartment because, one, the weather is changing, and that normally happens to me every time around this year, like around Christmas. A lot of times it's because I forget to drink enough water because it's not hot outside. So to me, my body doesn't need it. So I just don't drink. I don't feel thirsty, so I don't drink it. Even though I was drinking water, obviously I wasn't drinking enough considering I am hosting a child, another human being. But I was able to call like the ambulance and all that stuff before like I actually fainted, which I didn't end up fainting, but you know, like, if you're about to faint, you know that you're about to faint. So I called them because I was home alone and Chris was at work. But yeah, that could have 100% been prevented had I been drinking more water. I highly believe that. Also in taking more salt, because I do have a very low, not very low, but low blood pressure. It's never like in the hundreds. It's like 90 something always. So I do have low blood pressure, so I definitely could have prevented that by eating like more salty foods or drinking water. So I don't want people to like be fearful of that, because I was fearful of that, because I would hear women always say like they fainted when they were pregnant, and I hate the feeling of about to faint. Like, it just feels like you're dying. Like, I don't even know if you've never fainted, you're lucky, but it literally just feels like you're like just like slowly passing away. It's just scary. And especially because I was home alone, I try to stay calm, and because normally when I'm about to faint, it turns into a panic attack and it gets really bad. But because I was home alone, I was like, okay, Amy, you need to calm down, you need to relax, just call the paramedics, they'll get here fast because they live it's right down the street, blah blah blah. So I was more calm this time. So actually by the time they got to my house, my blood pressure was fine, and I literally didn't have any more symptoms of fainting by the time they got there. But they did make me, or suggested that I go to the hospital just to make sure that the baby was okay, which he was. They plugged him up and all that kind of stuff, checked his heart and all that, make sure he was moving. He was perfectly fine. And that was my biggest scare. Also, literally a week later, I went to Chipotle and I got food poisoning. And I'm 100% sure it was from the lettuce, which is so funny because everyone tells you not to eat like deli meat, and they tell you not to eat raw sushi and all that kind of stuff. However, they don't tell you not to eat salad. Like, that is the biggest. I have never ever gotten food poisoning from anything else but lettuce in my entire life. Like, that was another scare. I was calling like my doctor and like the ambulance and all that. Not the ambulance, the ER, and I was like, should I come in? I'm pregnant. Like, I know food poisoning is like not really safe when you're pregnant, but because it went through my body so fast, the baby didn't really get any of it. I literally ate at like 6 o'clock and was done on the toilet by like 7. So it literally went straight through my body, which is good. But yeah, I'm just like more conscious about eating lettuce that I didn't buy myself and clean myself, because it's just like, I can eat bag lettuce from the store all day because I wash it when I get home. But like, when you go to a restaurant, you don't know how they're cleaning their lettuce, and it just sucks. So yeah, I think we only got one ultrasound done in my second trimester, and that was the anatomy scan, and we got to see his face and all that, which kind of like, I forgot, like, obviously I'm pregnant, right? And I know that I'm pregnant. I know there's a baby inside of me, but I forgot that he was a human. And like when the doctor is just like scrolling, he's like, oh, and there's your baby. And I was like, wait, what? His face was like fully developed, and I was like, oh, like that's an actual human. That's when it really sunk in. And I think that was like 19 weeks I had my anatomy scan, and that like it really put everything into perspective. And I was like, oh wow, I'm really pregnant. Like I'm really having a baby. Like you could just see his face. Like it was just so crazy. My husband thinks he looks like me. I'm not gonna post the ultrasound. If you have me on Instagram, you saw it, but I'm not gonna repost it. You'll see him when you see him. But my husband thinks he looks like me. However, I compared his picture to my husband's baby picture, and they literally were the exact same. So, I don't know. Maybe he'll have a mix of both. Also, babies don't look how they're going to look when they're like a toddler or 5. Whatever. When they're grown up. That's not how they look, you know? But my husband's baby picture and him looked the exact same. Oh, sleeping got harder. Because you're not supposed to sleep. I'm not a back sleeper anyways, but you're not supposed to sleep on your back for obvious reasons. Well, I don't know if they're obvious reasons, but it can cause stillbirth because there's like a nerve in your back that the weight of the baby will be sitting on or whatever. They also say sometimes not to lay on your right side just because of like circulation purposes, and then also the nerve that's in your back is connected to the right side, or you may end up laying on it. I don't really know. I'm a left side sleeper anyways. However, because now that I am pregnant, my hip literally just, it hurts. My hip hurts. My hip hurts when I sleep because I'm laying on it and there's weight on it, more weight than it's normally been. I did gain a lot of weight this last trimester as well. I'm pretty sure it's going to keep coming in the 3rd because now the baby is actually developing his fat and all that stuff in order to be born, you know, which I'm not too concerned about it. I did have a woman ask me how much I weighed, and that kind of made me like side eye, and I was like, that's weird. But other than that, yeah, I just don't check my weight. I don't care because I know that I'm growing a human. I know when he's out and I'm healthy, I can get back in the gym. Like, I'm not sweating that because I'm doing a beautiful thing right now. My body's doing an amazing thing right now, and I'm not worried about the weight gain. My doctor doesn't think I'm like whatever, like I'm normal weight. Like, she gets excited when every time I come in and she's like, oh my god, you've gained da 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 da, and I'm like, okay, I guess we're excited about that. But yeah, Chris and I will be moving to South Carolina. He did get orders, and we'll be headed out of California literally right after the baby's born, which is so nerve-wracking for me, because one, I feel like I don't get to like settle in with him, with the baby, like most moms get to. Like, I don't get that experience because I'm gonna be moving. Like, it just really sucks. Like, I had so many like ideas and stuff for his like nursery, his room, and now like I can't do any of that because it would be pointless. It would just be a waste of money. So yeah, also when we get to the base, we don't really know where we're living yet. We 100% want to live on base. However, there is a wait list from hearsay, and I don't know how accommodating they are to the fact that I'm just going to now be giving birth and I just showed up. Like, are they going to make us wait? Are they going to push us at the top of the list? Like, I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable to think about because I just want to be comfortable, you know? This is my first time having a baby. I don't know how my body's going to like recover. I don't know how like needy my baby will be because all babies are different, and it's just scary. Like, I just want a place for me to rest and like, you know, but we won't have that, I don't think. I don't know. Definitely not at the beginning because we'll be transitioning from one freaking side of the country to another. But yeah, that's basically, yeah. I mean, it's a blessing, and I want to say it's a blessing in disguise, but I don't really know. Chris is just very good at what he does for the Air Force, and when you're good at what you do, you get maybe things that you don't want. I don't know how to explain it. Like, he's just so good at what he does. Like, he gets award after award after award after award. Like, he like excels in everything that he does. He's ranked up so fast in my eyes. And now they're like, all right, well, I feel like the Air Force sees him like, you've outdone what you needed to do here. Now you need to go on to something bigger, which is a blessing to look at. But also, it's so scary because it's like, I'm about to give birth. Had this been like last year, we'd have been like, oh, whatever. But the fact that like, I'm about to give birth and they're just like, no, you gotta go. You know, you're doing too well here. You gotta go. So, I don't know. That's where I'm kind of like iffy and uncomfortable, because honestly, I just feel like if he was a woman and he was the one that was pregnant, they wouldn't be making him leave. Not at this time. You know what I mean? Like, they would like, okay, let's wait till he has the baby. Let's give him some time, blah, blah, blah. And then, or, you know what I mean? But yeah, because he's not the one pregnant, I don't think they're like thinking like that. Which irritates me, because it's like, I still have to get up and move. I still have to do all of the things as well. It's not just whatever. I literally never ever understood why military wives would complain on Facebook and stuff about certain things. And now I'm just like, okay, I get it a little bit. Because I was in the military as a woman. I was like looking at military wives. I'm like, can y'all shut up? But now I'm just like, okay, I get it. Especially with this situation, like, I'm literally pregnant, and you're telling me I have to leave right after I give birth. What the hell? So it's like, I don't know. I gotta find a pediatrician. I gotta find a new OBG. I gotta do so many things. I gotta find a house. Like, it's just a lot going on. So I'm trying not to think about it. First of all, I have to finish this school stuff. Literally got 2 weeks, and then I get to be excited for the baby shower, and then I get to like nest. Even though I'm not nesting, because I don't even get to put the baby's stuff together. But I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to end this video here. I'm definitely going to end this video here because I'm out of breath. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, just leave them down below. Yeah, follow me on Instagram if you want to follow along on my pregnancy journey. I do post like bump updates on there sometimes when I'm feeling pretty. Yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking around if you've been here for years, because your girl is inconsistent, and I am very, very, very aware. And this year has not helped with so much stuff going on and so much stuff more coming. Like, there's so many life changes happening for me and my husband, and it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But like, I know like we wouldn't be giving these situations if we couldn't deal with them. So, and they're not anything bad, you know what I mean? Like, they're all good things. It's just so much is happening at one time. It's stressful. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can leave me a message down below, DM me on Instagram, whatever, however you feel like speaking to me. Comment, like, subscribe if you're not already. Turn your post notification bell on so you never miss an upload. And I will see you all in the next video.